Here's how silence will have a huge impact on narcissists. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into a topic that many of you have been curious about: how narcissists respond when you go silent on them. Have you ever wondered if your silence affects them at all? Well, you're in the right place to find out. In this episode, we'll explore two distinct reactions that narcissists have when faced with silence. So, if you're ready to uncover the truth, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Your support helps us shed light on the dynamics of narcissistic abuse. Let's dive in. The first sign is they freak out and get super anxious. Why? Because narcissists hate being ignored. They need to know what's on your mind all the time. And they want you to keep thinking about them because that's how they feel important. Being unpredictable is their worst nightmare. And when you stop talking to them or showing them any emotion, it messes with their control. They'll try anything to get a reaction out of you, from stalking you to snooping on your social media or even your security cameras. They're desperate to know if you've moved on with someone else because that would mean they failed and they can't handle feeling insecure. That's when they get really mean and try to get back at you. When they come back, they won't admit they want revenge. Instead, they'll pretend they've changed or that they want another chance with you. But if you fall for it, they'll make your life miserable. Silence is like torture to a narcissist because it triggers their fear of being left alone. They can't handle being on their own for even a little while. They need someone to latch onto, and that's where you come in. When you ignore them, you take back your power. But it depends on the situation. If you're not financially dependent on them, don't have kids together, and don't have to see them often, your silence is a powerful weapon. It's what truly defeats them. But if you're stuck living with them or dealing with them regularly, silence might look like weakness. In those cases, it's not going to help you much. Sign number 2. They interpret your silence as a sign of compliance or weakness. When they keep pushing you around or testing your limits, they'll make small moves to see if you'll push back. If you don't, they assume you're okay with their behavior and that you won't stand up for yourself. Sometimes you have to be your own advocate and assert yourself. That doesn't mean getting into a fight with them because you can't reason with them. Instead, be direct and remind them of the consequences if they keep acting the same way. For example, if you're co-parenting and they keep causing problems, you might need to remind them of the consequences they'll face in court. Silence isn't always the best response. You have to consider the situation and whether your silence is allowing them to keep mistreating you. If it is, then you need to speak up. Sometimes just telling them the truth can stop them from causing you more harm. For instance, you could say, "I'm done with this. I don't want anything to do with you anymore." Make it clear that it's their choice to change their behavior. But be careful, especially if it could backfire on you later. When you go silent on a narcissist, they don't handle it well. But when they go silent on you, it means they've moved on to someone else, and they're not thinking about you anymore. They're focused on their new target, like a predator zeroing in on its prey. Everything else fades into the background. If you're wondering whether your silence is affecting them, it definitely is, and it's bothering them a lot. If you can keep up the silence, do it. If you can't stay silent all the time, then pick your battles and only speak up when you really need to. Once you've said your piece, go back to being silent. And when you see them starting to behave better, that's when you can give them a little attention, just a little bit at a time. So now that you've learned about the two ways narcissists react to your silence, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Share which reaction you've personally encountered in the comments below. Your input could help others going through similar situations. And don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And share it with anyone who might benefit. Also, remember to check out the free book and consider scheduling a one-on-one consultation linked in the description. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, let's keep that healing journey going strong.